All the while your heart's on fire, keeping off to your own desire. Look at all you've endured, heartaches that have crushed your worth. All the while your mind's at war, you keep coming back for more.
You know when you have those days and it's just a bit like, you just don't want to do anything. You just have so much to do that you almost like, it almost becomes a bit overwhelming. I'm one of those people to very much say the words, oh, that's tomorrow, James' problem. You know, oh, I can leave that for tomorrow. You know, I don't need to worry about doing that today. And then it comes to tomorrow and you're like, fuck, I've left so much to do today. I don't really know where to start. I don't really know where to tackle the stuff to do, because there's so much of it to do. This weekend is one of those weekends where I've left so much to do that it's just very overwhelming. Very overwhelming. I've got 2 online courses to complete by the end of the weekend. I've got at least 2 or 3 YouTube videos to shoot by the end of the weekend. Content for social media, program designs, online clients. It's just one of those where it's a bit like, But that, I suppose, is the difference between motivation and discipline. I'm sure you guys would have heard of Andrew Tate, and he goes on about people who train every day not wanting to train every day, but they get up and they train every day and they're not motivated to do it. They're disciplined. They just have that discipline to do it. And it's hard. Like, it is. Like, there's no bullshitting needed here. Like, getting up and doing, 12, 16-hour days every single day is hard. Whether you're working on your own stuff or you're working for someone else, like, it's hard to find the motivation and to not want to sit down and like watch a film and eat some chocolate and chill out. Like, that's what I think I'm really struggling with at the moment. There's just so much to do and so little time to do it that it's just becoming extremely overwhelming. But the rewards outweigh it's not problems, but they outweigh the sort of, I don't really know how to say it. It's more rewarding to get it done and get it finished than it is to not do it at all. That makes more sense, doesn't it? So I could sit around all day like I want to, like I still have to get a workout in. I've still got to get my run in, and there is 2 online pieces of coursework I need to finish before the day is out. And so that tomorrow, because today's Saturday, and then tomorrow I've got a 14K run planned with other people that I can't really back out of, because it's with other people as well. Like, that's something that I found is very motivational, is when you say you're going to do things with other people, you're almost letting them down by not going to do it. And so having that sort of, not reliance, but accountability, by other people. They're like, no, come on, get out, come and do it with us, blah, blah, blah. Like, you have that accountability by other people, and that is very motivating. But it's just staying disciplined. Staying disciplined for such a long period of time is very hard. Like, I've been very disciplined in my life for the past few years, and it does just get a bit much sometimes, massively. And sometimes you just don't know where to go with it. And I think that's the bit I'm at the moment. I just don't know where to go. Like, I know everything I've got to do. I've got all my tasks organized. I just don't have my time organized. Like, I've seen all these time planners and stuff, and that's just, I've tried it out and it's just not for me. Like, okay, you're going to do this at this time, you're going to do this at this time, and then something comes up and you need to do that at this time. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's always, life gets in the way. So like yesterday, I had everything planned out up until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, literally minute by minute. But then everything started to change, and it's a bit like you can't follow those stringent time rules. So I was actually finished by everything I needed to do by 2 in the afternoon, because everything had just gone so much quicker. So it's very hard, I think is the word I'm looking for. It's just it is very hard to stay disciplined and to stay motivated for such a long period of time in order to do everything you need to do. But it's not impossible. You just need to get it done. And when you do get it done, you feel so much more, you just feel so much better for having gotten it done. You know, the reward factor is there, and it's just awesome. You know, at the end of the day, to think, Christ, I've done everything and I've done more than what I expected to do. You know, you can't ask for much more than that out of life, really, you know. Oh, but yeah, today's one of those, this week has been one of those weeks where I'm just like, yeah, I'll leave that for tomorrow, I'll leave that for tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and you're just like, oh no, I have so much to do. But it is one of those things, do you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Like, I've been procrastinating all day today. It's now 1:45 to do this. Like, I've been up since 6. I was at work till 11. Got home, got a feed, did my washing, packed my washing away. I've just been sat watching a film. I'm just like, I can't be bothered. But then you look at the time and you think, Christ, it's getting on. Like, if I don't get up and get a workout in and get my things shot and get my stuff done, then it's just not going to get done. And at the end of the day, like, I know this for myself, if I don't get up and get it done, I will kick myself for not having gotten it done. Whereas if I just get up and do it, then I feel a reward, I feel a sense of accomplishment from having done it. I suppose that's what motivates me, is just that sense of accomplishment. Like, where do you want to stay stagnant in your life? Like, anybody can stay where they are in their lives and not do the things that they want to do. It's quite easy to sit around and watch films and do nothing all day. Like, you know, it's just boredom. But then when you think, right, let's get up, let's get doing this, let's get doing that, then you're like, fuck, I've done it all. And it's not even a slight concern anymore of, should I do it, should I not do it? It's just get up and get it done. It's just finding a routine of trying to do it all in such a short space of time. But yeah, it's quite hard. I'm finding it extremely hard at the moment to actually stay physically motivated all the time. My motivation, especially for going inside the gym, is at an all-time low. And I think that's because I'm in a gym all day training other people. Like, when you come to train yourself, it's a bit like, I really just can't be bothered. But we're getting there. We're getting up, we're getting it done. Like I said, I have been procrastinating all day today about doing this, and I'm glad I've gone up and just started to do it. I feel like the motivation is coming back. So I've got this video to shoot, and I'm going to work out, and then I've got another video to shoot. And it's just intense. You know, the days seem endless at the moment. I finally figured out a good waking up and going to sleep routine, waking up at the same time every day, going to sleep around the same time every day, what days to have off from the gym, what days to work hard in the gym, you know, when my energy comes in, when my energy's not there, like. But these things, it's taken me months. It's taken me a good 2 months of trying out loads of different routines, like, you know, waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning and working out, like immediately smashing pre-workout when straight out of bed and then working out. That ruined me. I'll be honest, that absolutely ruined me. And so then I tried waking up and going for a run to work. That I really enjoyed. But again, it ruins me, like physically. Like I need to have a nap, and I'm no good at work. I'm just a zombie. So now it's just sort of the fact of waking up at 5 o'clock every day, going to work, having a nice relax sort of bus ride there, like sort of being like waking up in the bus ride there, you know, getting fasting as well. Like that's something that's been really good for mental clarity. Waking up, smashing loads of food really quickly is not my thing. I like to sit down and enjoy my food. So if I can't sit down and enjoy my food, it's almost like I'd rather not eat. And with the amount of how expensive everything is at the moment, I'm struggling to even afford to buy food. So it's one of those, like, if you just wait and wait and wait, and then you'll enjoy a nice big meal, and it's getting there. We're getting there. We are getting there. Summer's just around the corner, another month or two, and it'll be nice and warm, and be more motivated to do things. I'm always unmotivated to do things in the cold and in the wet. And so when it's summertime and it's brighter mornings and it's brighter evenings, you know, I might start running to work again, still waking up at the same time, just getting up and going for a run. That'll motivate me a lot more. But yeah, I understand like where all my clients come from when they're like, I just can't bother to do this, I can't bother to do that. Like I never understood it beforehand because I had a very sort of laid back job. I was able to do what I wanted. You know, I was, you know, start at 8, finish at 5. Now it's start at 6, finish at 6, 8. So I understand working hard mentally is quite a lot to deal with. And then getting all your own stuff done, it's just a lot, and I'm finding it hard. But I must say, coming and just sitting here and just chatting about it has made me feel a lot better. Even though I'm not talking to anyone, technically speaking, I'm just talking to myself. I do find it very helpful to get all these sort of emotions and feelings and thoughts and stuff out, because like bottling things up is just never the way forward. And this is what I say to everybody, like the whole company process of what I'm trying to build, mental health and just better life improvement. It does start from within. It does start from you needing to make the change, wanting to make the change, and actually physically doing it. You know, getting your thoughts and your feelings out there, like actually speaking about it. People don't like to speak about things, but you know, it's one of those stereotypes that need to be like shot and just gotten rid of. Like we need to actually sort it out. So I'm quite glad that I've gotten up and done this now. I feel a lot better. You know, I was just sat thinking about things, and it's just like, you know, I was literally sat watching the film thinking, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, and just thinking, so much to do. But now that I've gotten up and started doing things, this is one thing ticked off. I'm going to do another thing, that's another thing ticked off. I've got 5 things to tick off before the day is out, and 2 of them will be done in the next hour. Yeah, then I would probably 3 done, but that battery does not look like it's going to last. Get everything on charge, and then that's the next, and then I can do that later. So that's 3 things ticked off, and then 6 things. And then sit down, eat, do my online training. Once my food's digested, go for a run, come back, have a shower. That's done. That's like 4 things. Do a second lot of online training, and then that's 5 things. And then last thing I'll do tonight is probably do my other bit of filming. That's done. And the only things I've got to do tomorrow, see, that's the way I'm looking at it, is yes, I could just say, oh, that's tomorrow James's problem, but tomorrow James's problem is having to sort out and edit and organize other videos. If I can get more things shot tomorrow, that would be amazing. Then that's less time I've got to spend shooting next week. So the more I can get done today, the less I've got to do tomorrow. That's the other way of looking at it. Depends on your outlook on life, really. Like, are you a person who has a lot of drive? Are you a person that's going to get up and get things done? Are you a dedicated person to what you want to achieve? And the way I look at it is I am. Have been for years. Why give up now? We're just starting to make a big difference to everything. You know, what's the point in giving up now? Like, now the time, when you find it hardest, is when you have to push the most, for sure. without even a shadow of a doubt, is when you are struggling the most, when you think that you need to give up and there's no exit, everything's piling on top of you. No, dig deep and work even harder than you have done the past months, the past years, because that's when things are going to start getting good. And I can feel it. I literally can feel it coming around the corner. Like, things are going to start to get really good over the next couple of months. Clients at the gym are coming back off holiday, hours are going through the roof, online clients are coming in left, right and center. Like, everything's getting good, everything's getting to where I wanted it to be when I started this company a year ago. So it's like, you know, times are hard, like financially, physically, mentally, but I know if I dig deep and just get the fuck on with it over the next couple of weeks, months, possibly year. No, months. I'm looking at months. I'm looking at February time. I want this to be, I want to be at the position I set out to be last February, next February. Last February, I had the goal that, you know, that's the whole reason I came to Australia. You know, leave all of my distractions around the other side of the planet, come out here, make a big difference in my life, make a big difference in the people who I'm trying to help, all of your lives. And, you know, 6 months in, I'm starting, not even starting, like I've gone over the first hurdle. The first hurdle has been achieved, and now the second, and then the third, and then the fourth. And it's like a domino effect. Once you've done one, they will tumble a lot quicker. So I'm looking at February time next year. It's currently 30th of July. And so I just want it, you know, I've got July, August, September, November, December, January, February. I've got 6 months. I've got the other half of my visa to absolutely smash it. Dig deep, work hard for a year, hardest I've ever worked in my entire life, and then it's almost going to be a break. Like, I'm going to go home for a holiday. I'll have nothing but my online business, helping people out fundamentally, which is what I wanted. My company will be completely up off the floor, generating, helping people, and that's what I wanted to do. That's what I came out here to do. Like, the worst thing in my mind would be to come out here for 6 months, just as it's starting to get going, give up. What is the point? It's the same in any of your personal lives as well. Like, if you're finding it hard at the moment and you're really struggling to find the motivation and the discipline to actually get up and get things done, then take a step back. Like, go and talk to someone about it. Like, I'm just sat here talking to myself in theory. Like, I'm just looking at myself in the camera, talking to myself about my own mental struggles. And it's helping me. It is literally helping me. It's giving me the motivation and the determination to get up and want to move and do things. And I'm so happy that I've done it. So, you know, everybody will have their own little way of motivating themselves to go and do things, and that's all you need to do. Just find the little bit of motivation to get up and go and do something. You know, get up and go for a walk. That's one of the top things that I do if I'm really struggling. Like, if I'm sat down and I've just had some food, or I've had some food like an hour ago, and I'm like, I really want some more food, I'll get up and go for a little walk. Rain or no rain, cold, whatever it is. And I sort of, on that walk, I sort of think, no, like, you're here to be determined. What is the point in, and it's all come down to boredom. For me, in eating, it's all come down to boredom. Like, if I'm getting up and getting things done and getting motivated, then I don't feel the need or the urge to want to eat and do different things like that. You know, self-discipline is extremely hard to get, but once you've got it, it stays with you forever. Like, I'm so happy that I'm doing the things that I'm doing and I'm in the place that I'm at. It's just hard to get there, but once you're there, you're there. Do you know what I mean? Oh, right. I just needed to get that out. I hope that helps of some description. Like, everybody struggles with their own thing. But I need to get up and go and do my workout, which I'm actually quite excited to do now. And then, look at that day. And then I want to go for a run in the sun, although I think by the time I've eaten and done my course, I think it might be a bit dark. But we're still going to do it because I've still got 4,000 steps-ish to get in, and I'd rather go for a run than go for a walk, for sure. Plus I'm practicing. And tomorrow I've got a big 14k run, which I'm not looking forward to. That's going to be insane. Longest run I've ever done in my entire life. I might have to strap my knees up for that one. But yes, right. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good week, whatever you do. Make sure you tune in next week. I'll promise next week's going to be a little bit more interesting than me just sat here talking about my own personal shit. And I need to go and work out. Right, fantastic. In a bit.